Are your Microsoft servers running slow? Regardless of the server's role, there are basic performance metrics that should be monitored. When experiencing a performance issue, the most obvious metric to look at is the affected server CPU utilization. This lets you know how much demand is being placed on the server's processor. High sustained CPU use may indicate that you have hardware that needs to be replaced or upgraded. If the server is virtual, high CPU use may be a sign of insufficient VM resource allocation. If the affected server provides multiple services and functions, consider distributing the load to other servers. Another likely cause of poor performance is the server's disk memory consumption. RAM is where the operating system stores info it actively needs to service applications running on the host. When a server has inadequate RAM to run both the OS and applications, the OS will move blocks of memory temporarily to virtual memory on disk. This is known as paging. As demand for physical memory increases, more paging will occur. Because disks are much slower than RAM, paging can create bottlenecks on the server that directly affect its overall performance. If this occurs often or for prolonged periods, consider adding additional RAM to the server. As virtual memory consumption increases, hundreds of megabytes of data move from RAM to disk and back to RAM again. This puts tremendous strain on the physical disk where the swap file is located. So it's best to place your OS's swap file on a different drive. This will help prevent swap file fragmentation and ensure paging doesn't affect other I/O-intensive operations. Last but not least, disk performance is the leading cause of server and app performance issues. Big data, cloud computing, and virtualization have compounded this problem by placing additional strain on the server's disk I/O subsystems. Keep close tabs on your server's queued I/O and disk latency to understand how storage performance affects your application performance. Disk latency that exceeds 100 milliseconds for any period of time and high sustained disk queue length are usually signs of storage performance issues. If your server is suffering from poor storage I/O, consider changing your RAID type, adding more physical disks to your array, upgrading your storage controller to one with larger cache, or replacing older, slower disks with solid-state or 15K SAS drives. You can also reallocate your disk I/O by evenly distributing databases, applications, and temp files across multiple disks. SolarWinds Server and Application Monitor will monitor everything discussed in this video and more. Try SAM free for 30 days and maximize the uptime of your Windows servers.